Since Akbar's times, factionalism of the Mughal court and the harem interfered in the politics of the Mughal Sultanate. This factionalism was further increased during Jahangir's times, when debauched Shah Jahan brought his harem to the Red Fort. The colors of the Red Fort liberated the women of the harem even more. Since the tradition of marrying Mughal princesses was abolished during Akbar's time, Mughal princesses kept hiding in the harem built between the strong walls of the Red Fort and engaged themselves in their own way by laying the different political gambits. Due to this, during the reign of Shah Jahan, the Mughal court and harem became a big arena of factions and conspiracies. Due to the plunder of power, none other than the king was worried about the plight of the Sultanate. Most people were concerned about their own well-being. The rich, prince and queens conspired against each other to make their faction powerful and used to fill the ears of the kings against each other. This chaos eroded the power of the royal family, resulting in the erosion of true powers of the Sultanate. The princesses sitting in the Red Fort were no less than any clever politician. They used to send information about the smallest activity going on inside the walls of the Red Fort through their detectives to the prince of their side. Most of the information was written exaggeratedly. Due to this reason, each prince was aware of the activities of royal court and the royal harem, even though he was hundreds of kilometers away from the capital, but was unable to decide between what's wrong and what's right due to the widespread rumors. Just as Dara Shikoh loved his father Shah Jahan a little, so was Princess Jahanara sympathetic to her father and was the only one who understood her father's difficulties and assisted her brother Dara Shikoh in solving them. Dara Shikoh was the eldest son of his father. He was a capable, generous, humble and kind-hearted. Shah Jahan loved him the most and kept him with himself. Kingdom of Delhi also wanted Dara Shikoh. Although there were 95% Hindus and 5% Muslims in the Mughal Sultanate at that time, the kingdom meant only Muslim citizens. It was very annoying for the Muslim rich that Dara Shikoh was very popular among the Muslims as well as Hindus. Being in the capital, Dara was well aware of the problems of the Sultanate. He was more administratively skilled than other princes. Dara's weakness was that he didn't had extensive experience of fighting the war like other princes. Dara's three younger brothers, even after being thirsty for each other's blood, considered Dara Shikoh to be their first enemy, and he was the combined enemy of all the three princes. Each of them wanted Dara Shikoh to be dead somehow. Each of them thought they would easily handle the remaining two brothers. Shah Jahan's second son, Shah Shuja, was the ruler of Bengal. He was intelligent and skilled soldier, but luxuriant and indolent. He didn't had the ability to handle such a vast Mughal empire. Therefore, Dara was less apprehensive towards him. Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan's third son, was a staunch Sunni Muslim. He was a master of very intolerant and narrow views, so he was supported by the staunch Muslim rich of the Sultanate, whose numbers were way more than tolerant Muslims. Aurangzeb had good experience of provincial rule and wars, as he was quite skilled in war and was being away from the capital. Being sly and devious, he knew how to turn his defeat into victory. Dara Shikoh feared most from Aurangzeb, knowing the nefarious intentions of his three brothers and the princesses of their side. Therefore, he did not allow Aurangzeb to stay in one place or one front. He used to send Aurangzeb to the Afghanistan front, sometimes to the south, and sometimes to the Bengal front. Aurangzeb also understood this very well, so he hated Dara Shikoh immensely. The result of this hatred was that Aurangzeb had a deep hatred for his father Shah Jahan, who favoured Dara. At the time when Shah Jahan fell ill in AD 1657, Aurangzeb was the Subedar of the south, about 2000 kilometers from the capital Delhi. In Aurangzeb's view, his elder brother Dara Shikoh was a kafir who, instead of pursuing the work of Islam, promoted kafir Hindus and got Hindu volumes translated into Arabic and Persian. Murad, the fourth and the youngest son of Shah Jahan, was the ruler of Gujarat and Malwa. He was very emotional and had a rash nature. He lacked foresight due to his luxuriant tendency. He was a man of stubborn and quarrelsome nature. Despite his lack of administrative talent and military talent, his desire to be a king was excessive. These three princes were connected to their sisters through continuous correspondence, while secretly conveyed all news of the Red Fort to these princes. Many of these news were exaggerated. Shah Jahan and Dara Shikoh tried to stop the baseless news but weren't successful. Then the emperor started sending letters to Prince with his seal and signature and tried to convince them that he was alive and well. But no prince was ready to believe these letters. They considered these letters to be the tantrums of Dara Shikoh. Every prince wanted to see the emperor with his own eyes, but no one was willing to come alone or with a few servants to the capital because they were afraid of Dara. No prince was allowed to enter the capital with all his army. Therefore, suspicion and confusion started rising in different sides, and the role of war for succession was ready. Only by goodwill, trust, and patience could the possible war of succession be prevented, but unfortunately, the prince lacked these qualities. Sitting thousands of kilometers from the walls of the Red Fort, Shuja, Aurangzeb, and Murad were in contact with each other through correspondence. Agreement was made between them for Sultanate's partition. These three princes decided to disintegrate Dara's power.